The Flash Season 3 finale delivered some twists and turns, an uncertain fate for our hero, and a sneaky Easter egg that likely reveals the big bad for Season 4. Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, it's Jan here, and there's just so much to discuss after that Season 3 finale. So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the best Easter eggs from the final episode Finish Line and the rest of Season 3. Plus, I'll be explaining the teaser for Season 4's big villain. Just before I get stuck in, a quick reminder that my Arrowverse giveaway is running on this video, and for a chance to win any of these cool Funko Pops, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment about the season finale, Season 3 Easter eggs, or your predictions for Season 4. Now, spoiler warning for you if you're not caught up yet on Season 3, and if you want a spoiler-free video instead, check out my 10 awesome facts you probably didn't know about The Flash by tapping up here. So let's start with that shocking ending where Barry sacrifices himself for the good of Central City by entering the Speed Force. The title of the finale, Finish Line, was already hinting that Barry would be reaching an end of sorts. And visually, the shot of him walking into the Speed Force, which is personified as his mother Nora, feels like an homage to the comic book cover of The Flash Volume 1, issue 350. But this episode is a bittersweet spin on that comic book story, as in that issue the Flash is finally reunited with the love of his life, Iris, whereas in the show of course he has to leave Iris behind after spending the whole season trying to save her. Just before he leaves, Iris says Central City needs the Flash, and Barry responds by saying they'll have one and embracing Wally. Now in the comics, Wally West took on the mantle of the Flash after Barry Allen's death, so is the TV show hinting at that as a likely future. I don't think the series would be the same without Grant Gustin's Flash, and in the 2024 newspaper headline that we saw in the finale, we still see a picture of Gustin's Flash on the cover, suggesting we will be getting Grant Gustin back at some point. The real question then is how long will it be in Season 4 before what's left of Team Flash venture into the Speed Force with a plan to break Barry out, or before Barry himself discovers a way to return. An excuse for Team Flash to rescue Barry from the Speed Force next season, or for him to break out himself, would be that they need his help to defeat the show's new big bad. And in the scene with Savitar and Barry at S.T.A.R Labs, there's a clever Easter egg for who we should expect that baddie to be, when Savitar says to Barry, "This is where we came up with the cerebral inhibitor to use against DeVoe," and then he adds, "You haven't got there yet." DeVoe was also name-dropped earlier this season by the villain Abracadabra in episode 18, and these two mentions are a big tease for our future Flash foe. In the comics, Clifford DeVoe is a lawyer-turned-criminal, and is the first villain who took on the alias of the Thinker. DeVoe makes use of a thinking cap device that gives him mind control and other telekinetic abilities. Given that Flash producer Andrew Kreisberg already confirmed that after 3 seasons of speedster villains, the big bad for Season 4 would not be a speedster, DeVoe is a very likely candidate. Speaking of villains, there was also a cool Easter egg and tease for another DC Comics villain who I wonder if we'll see in a future season of The Flash. The show's penultimate episode dropped a very cool Wonder Woman Easter egg when Barry and Captain Cold broke into Argus and walked past a holding cell labelled Cheetah, who's a major Wonder Woman villain. There've been several distinct incarnations of Cheetah over the years in the comics, but her first appearance was back in 1943 when she was co-created by William Moulton Marston, who of course also gave us the character of Wonder Woman. By the way, if you're a Wonder Woman fan, check out my video with some of the best Wonder Woman Easter eggs in Season 2 of Supergirl. And I'll also be making some videos soon on the new Wonder Woman movie as well. The title of the episode where we get the Cheetah tease is Infantino Street, which is an homage to the remarkable comic book artist Carmine Infantino, who reinvented the Flash in 1956 when he co-created the character of Barry Allen. Among the many other characters Infantino created are Wally West, Solivar, who appeared in the episode Attack on Gorilla City, and the villainous Abracadabra, who I mentioned earlier. Okay, let's look at some more of the best Season 3 Easter eggs. The titles of the first 2 episodes of this season are Flashpoint and Paradox, which is a sly wink to the animated film Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, which was an adaptation of the 2011 comic book storyline Flashpoint, which Season 3 of The Flash also draws on. And the scene where Barry battles the rival in the season premiere is a clear callback to the show's pilot episode, which also featured tornadoes, Barry racing around them, a weather wizard name drop, and Joe West shooting Barry's adversary. And the apple obviously hasn't fallen far from the tree in the West family, because the way Iris shoots Savitar to save Barry in this season's finale echoes the way Joe repeatedly saves Barry in the same manner. When criminals Sam Scudder and Rosalind Dillon are transformed into the metahumans Mirror Master and the Top, there's a lovely hat tip to the co-creator of their comic book counterparts, writer John Broome, as the building where their transformation takes place belongs to Broome Industries. And when the Top robs a bank along with her metahuman partner in crime, the colours of the outfit she's wearing are a nod to the green and yellow costume worn by the comic book character she's based on, Roscoe Dillon. Plus, Wells says there's a Mirror Master on his Earth who uses a mirror gun and is called Evan McCullough, and that's the same as a second Mirror Master character who exists in the comics. In the Flash's Alien Invasion crossover episode, when Team Flash bring together Team Arrow, Legends and Supergirl to face the Dominators, they all gather in a S.T.A.R Labs hangar that looks just like the Hall of Justice, which was the superheroes' headquarters in the 1970s animated TV series Super Friends. And that popular animated show gets another big shout out in the Flash and Supergirl musical crossover, where Barry and Kara sing a duet called Super Friends, which was written by Rachel Bloom, the star and creator of another superb CW show, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. The song also includes lots of Flash-related puns, just like in the comics, a nod to how Barry's messed up the timeline, and some light-hearted mocking of Kara's cousin, Superman. The prolific and influential comic book writer Gardner Fox, who co-created the character of the Flash in 1940, gets a subtle tribute on this poster when the trickster commits a robbery on Earth 3 at Fox Bank. Given that Barry Allen visits Earth 3 to speak to Jay Garrick in this episode, it's especially fitting that Gardner Fox receives a name check here, as Fox not only created the first Flash, aka Jay Garrick, but also his 1961 story Flash of Two Worlds, which brought together Jay Garrick and Barry Allen, who inhabited parallel worlds, and launched the DC multiverse. And did you also notice that Fox Bank is located on Nelson Street, which could be a possible reference to another of Gardner Fox's creations, Kent Nelson, aka Dr. Fate. When Cisco suits up to battle the Earth-19 bounty hunter Gypsy and again later Killer Frost, the costume he wears is a callback to the outfit his comic book namesake wore in the New 52 Vibe comics, including its colour and the quilted textured effect on it. When Barry's memory is accidentally wiped in episode 21, he can't even remember his own name, but when Team Flash tell him he's called Bartholomew Henry Allen, or Barry for short, his impulse is for them to call him Bart instead. Which is a delightful Easter egg to the comics where Bart Allen is a speedster who at different times takes on the mantle of Kid Flash and the Flash, and his grandparents just happen to be Barry Allen and Iris West. By the way, this isn't the first time that Bart Allen's been name-checked in the Arrowverse. During the Arrow-Flash crossover in 2014, Quentin Lance got Barry's name wrong and called him Bart Allen. Now, what do you want to see happen in Season 4 of The Flash, and what were your favourite Easter eggs in Season 3? Plus, what are your thoughts on the season finale? Be sure to leave a comment and subscribe for a chance to win one of these cool Funko Pops which I'm giving away on this Flash video, as well as on my Supergirl Easter egg video and my upcoming Arrow Season 5 Easter egg video too. If you enjoyed this video, do please like and share it, and check out more of my Easter egg and DC videos by clicking or tapping the screen here. Thanks for watching and see you next time, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!